let the record reflect, we do have a quorum. Member Luger, Member Onstad, Member Schilling, Member Yeager, and Mayor Iverson are present. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, open forum. Is anybody here for open forum? Seeing none? No? Okay. We'll move on to number 1 on the agenda. Consider approving the minutes of the work session meeting of the Wyoming, Minnesota City Council for September 17th, 2024. Do we have any comments or questions? If not, we need a motion to approve.
So moved.
We have a motion to approve by Member Luger. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Member Schilling. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So approved. Number 2 on the agenda, consider approving the minutes of the regular meeting of the Wyoming, Minnesota City Council for September 17th, 2024. There are no comments or questions. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Member Schilling. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Member Luger. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. Consent agenda. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Does anybody wish to pull an item from the consent agenda? Seeing none, we need a motion to approve consent agenda number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Member Luger. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Member Onstad. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So approved. Acknowledge receipts of reports of officer boards, commissions, and department heads. Number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Does anybody wish to pull a report? Seeing none, we'll move on to communications. This is going really fast. Good job. All right, number 12, Comfort Lake Forest Lake Watershed District, the CLFLWD Watershed Champion Award 2024. Who's going to speak on this great award?
I can speak on that, Mayor.
Nice.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council. This is a communication, just something we wanted to share with you. We were pleased to be selected this year for the Comfort Lake Forest Lake Watershed Districts. It would be Watershed Champion Award, mainly for our enhanced sweet sweeping program, being a supporter of the Highway 61 Sunrise River Wetland Project, and then also the council working for writing letters of support for the Keith Avenue North Iron enhancement sand filter made on that. So we do have a great relationship with the Comfort Lake Forest Lake Watershed District and look for opportunities to work with them, and they have been a strong supporter of the city. So we were lucky enough to be selected for that, and also to be an attendee at their banquet and be presented with that award. The award is up there in front if anyone would like to pass it around to council. And I know Mayor Iverson and Public Works Superintendent Reeves did attend the Comfort Lake Forest Lake Watershed annual meeting, so it was a lot of good information we received there.
Can I add something to that?
Certainly.
So we had the homeowners from Himes Lake win an award as well.
Yeah.
So that was super exciting to have them there.
Exciting to have somebody in our community also
Yeah.
win something, yes.
Yeah, so they were pretty happy too. So congratulations to them if they're watching.
Mayor and
Yes.
council, if I could add that the Public Works Department is very proud of this award and take all topics related to water very seriously. And I would like to add that we have an operator on the crew that has taken ownership of the enhanced street sweeping program and has been doing a wonderful job. Got already one sweep done. We like to do that in advance of our flushing so we don't flush sediment down into the storm sewer system. So he's already got one done, and we're going to be continuing more once the foliage starts to fall. So
That's awesome.
it's
Really
not-
appreciate that, and I know our residents do too. So you guys are doing really a great job.
thanks. Yeah, it's nice to be recognized for this, and the crew's proud to have it. So
Yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, number 13, new business. To consider resolution 24-1095, a resolution providing for the competitive negotiated sale of $1,975,000 general obligation bonds, series 2024A. Mr. Linwood, are you starting us off first as an introduction?
Give a brief introduction, but then we do have Chris Hogan here from Baker Tilly to give some background on today's sale. So essentially today was the sale date for the city's 2024 general obligation improvement bonds. And with that, like I said, Chris Hogan from Baker Tilly here will be to give a brief presentation how that sale went today.
Rob. Thank you, Mayor and members of the council. I'm Chris Hogan from Baker Tilly, serving the city as the municipal advisor. I'm here tonight to present the results of the city's bond sale that happened earlier this morning. The city marketed 1,975,000 general obligation improvement bond series 2024A. Proceeds of those bonds are going to be used to finance the city's 2024 street improvement projects. Earlier in September, we had a market rate indication cost of rate of 3.427. Last week, looking at the market, our estimate was a rate of 3.3. Today's result had a winning bid of 3.222, and that was from Brownstone Investment Group, LLC. This is the bid results. So the city received 5 bids. You can see from top to bottom how close those were. The lowest being the 3.22, and then the highest being 3.34. This is just a graph. I think I showed it last time I was here, but this is a 5-year indices of a 20-year geo bond. That would be the dark colored. And you can see where we are. Just it's kind of nice to see where we are over 5 years, but specifically this year and the last few months, we happen to be at the lowest point right now in September than we have been since March, around March of this year. You know, peaking in the summer and just kind of slowly going down with the Fed cut that helped that graph come down. So this slide is just, I want to talk a little bit about when an issuer like yourself is in the market to sell bonds, you typically have those rated. So why do we rate bonds? It helps investors know and provides them information of the measure of the city's financial strength and their ability to repay the debt. It serves as an independent third-party assessment. It supplements investors' due diligence. And typically, the stronger the rating, the lower the interest cost. Oh, I did want to point out that's fine to move on to the slide. Part of the rating process, because it's something we don't talk about very often, but it's very integral to the selling of bonds. So again, when you go through a rating process, it's a bond call. We have a call with the rating agency. So we did that call on July 31st, and it was myself and Rob and Grant and the Moody's analyst. And before that, you get a list of the agenda and questions, and then you get an opportunity on that call to talk about everything that's going on and say all the great things that are going on in the city. And I'd have to say Rob did a terrific job of doing that. And as you can see, this time the rating report, or the rating, they gave you an upgrade, a AA2 from a AA3. So that's one notch up, which is fantastic. Part of the rationale that they provided for that rating upgrade was the city consistently has robust reserves. The local economy is at credit strength and strong, with strong residential income, modest leverage below peer medians. And I just did this little analysis comparing what one notch rating on this bond issue is like a $6,000 savings. So that may not seem a lot, but if you did a $10 million deal, that equates to $60,000. So it is significant. A rating upgrade like that is amazing. And again, it's a great reflection to all the work that Rob does and his financing team and the council for the policies that they set, and really the dedication that everyone has for the members of the city. Next slide. This is just a table that shows the 3 main bond rating agencies. I circled here where you guys are, which is AA2, which is a very high grade credit. It's like you can only go 2 notches higher, so that's exceptional. So, based on the pricing, I would recommend approving the resolution awarding the $1,765,000 general obligation improvement bond series 2024A to Brownstone Investment Group based on their low bid of 3.222%.
Great, thank you. All right, I will ask, does council have any questions?
No questions, I'm happy.
All right, pretty good.
No questions.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, really appreciate that. All right, so we need a motion to approve resolution 241095, a resolution approving the competitive negotiated sale of $1,975,000 general obligation improvement bonds, serial 2024A. I'm gonna make that first motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by member Onstad. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's exciting. Number 14, to consider a proclamation declaring October 1st through October 31st, 2024 as Manufacturer Month in the city of Wyoming. Probably one of the many favorite things I have going on here, but I love this event through the county. So, Mr. Linwood, are you doing this or Mr. McFarland?
It'll be Mr. McFarland.
Awesome.
Honorable Mayor, members of council, the item before you is for the city council to declare the month of October as Manufacturers Month. This is something that you guys have done before, typically annually, and largely because of how important manufacturing as an industry is to the state, the county, and specifically the city of Wyoming. It's all over. The report does highlight some of the statistics for manufacturing in Chisago County, such as the fact that in 2023, there are 89 manufacturing businesses here, and they employ 2,418 people. And those total wages are over $152.5 million, which makes it the second largest total payroll among business sectors in the county. That also accounts for 17.5% of all the private sector employment within the county. So just very important here, very important to the state in general. In conjunction with that, the Chisago County HRA EDA, representatives from DEED, the school districts of North Branch, Forest Lake, Chisago Lakes, and then the City of Wyoming staff have organized a manufacturing event, the City of Wyoming, that'll run with this month. We did the same thing last year. I don't know if actually that started in 2022 or if it kicked off last year prior to my arrival. Either way, the event will take place on Monday, October 9th at Split Rock, same place it was last year, from 8:30 to 1:30 p.m. It's going to allow students to visit local businesses from within the county and to provide opportunities for career exploration. So that's where they have like a large expo within Split Rocks, numerous booths from the local businesses that show off kind of what they do. Sometimes interactive, they'll have VR, or they'll just have booths with like, a fire truck or motorcycle, who knows. But a lot of things out there, great event. And so, yeah, the item before you then would be to just declare the month as Manufacturers Month.
Okay, great. I've attended every year. I've been able to speak every year just on how great manufacturing is and kids that actually are going to Pine County Tech. And also credit Forest Lake for bringing back some of that tech as well. I think that's super important that we have those around, those students that are able to, whether it's college or Pine Tech, or do whatever they want to do. So and it brings in good money. So, so questions. We'll start with Member Onstad.
I have no questions.
Member Schilling?
No questions. Thank you for the information.
Member Yeager?
No questions.
Member Luker?
No questions.
All right. So we need a motion to approve the proclamation declaring October 1st through October 31st, 2024 as Manufacturer Month. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, so our first will be Member Luker, our second Member Onstad. Does that work?
Yep.
It's about what okay, sounds good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. We are going to, number 15 is to consider going into a closed door session. Before we do that, we'll do our reports for councils, for each council member first. We'll start with Member Luker.
I have no report. Oh, no, I attended the work session ahead of this. That's my report. Thank you for
Yeah.
attending.
All right, Member Onstad.
I too attended the work session just prior to this.
Okay, Member Schilling.
I also attended the work session prior to this, and thanks for the couple that showed up.
All right, Member Yeager.
Oh, I also attended the work session before this, and thank you, Commissioner Mosca, for popping over to talk to our residents. And thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching.
Okay. I attended the Planning Commission, the Watershed Award Program, Coffee with the Cops. That's one thing that I did not get to this week. So do you want to maybe talk about it a little bit?
Sure, tomorrow morning.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Yep.
Well,
ma'am.
I'll be there. Oh, no, I can't be
McDonald's,
there.
McDonald's in Wyoming between
You'll do
8
it?
and 10 a.m.
8
So,
and 10?
Yep, I will be there, and our Icy Poet Cadet will be there as well. People
Oh,
like
nice.
to kind of hear his story about how he's transitioning to law enforcement, so.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay,
be there.
so McDonald's tomorrow from 8 to 10.
Yes, correct.
All right, perfect. I think that's wonderful that we do that.
Yeah,
Get out
thank
there
you.
with that. So, and then Saturday, I am actually going to be a part of serving our troops. And we have, I'm trying to remember the number, it was over 1,500 troop members that will be going to Kuwait. And so I'll be helping serving steak dinners. Usually the mayors that have a family or a resident that is going to be deployed are the ones that are invited to go out and help. If we know who that family is, if somebody could let me know, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll try to search them out. But it's an honor actually to be a part of that and let those families know that we care about them and we support them. So I'm looking forward to bringing back some stories from that. So, all right, and thanks everybody for watching. We are going to just take a quick recess before we go on to number 15, which is a closed door session. So, Commissioner Matska, did you need to?
Well, I just, if you have anything you want to tell, or that I should be working on, and otherwise, maybe if I could be, because I don't know how long you'll be in closed session.
Oh, it'll be a
Sure.
while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there anything I need to be working on? There's, I should remind, if I could just say quickly, there's a general election coming. Minnesota does really well in getting people out to vote. We want to see our state still at the top of the states as far as voting participation. You can still register online up until October 15th at minvotes.gov. And you can check to see if you're registered. Sometimes people don't know or you're not sure. Please use that resource. Check with the Chisago County. There's already voting in, early voting is happening right now at the courthouse, and it's
Yep.
being used by a lot, and we're so glad to see that.
Great.
Otherwise, thank you for I enjoyed listening to the
Yeah.
meeting. It
Yeah.
was very fast.
Yeah.
So,
Very fast. And if you can just keep trying to work getting some funds this way for our residents, that would be
sure.
great. Just keep
We'll
working on that.
Thank you
So-
for the cooperation you give to the county. This is a great city council. And
Yeah.
congratulations on the great bond rating. That's your work. So congratulations. Good
Appreciate
work.
that. All right. We're just going to